Hey guys, and welcome back to another video. Today I'm going to be showing you how to install a turbo timer. Now there is one main reason you might consider installing a turbo timer, and that is simply to make your turbo last longer. What this does is keeps the engine running for up to 10 minutes, or 9 minutes 50 rather. So basically it allows the engine oil to cool down slower rather than rapidly cooling, which can cause long-term damage in your turbo. So I've installed this SAAS turbo timer, which is a 52mm timer, which is, a similar size to my other gauges here. And I did that for the sake of symmetry here on my little control panel. So basically we can go ahead and set that to, for a trial, we'll set it for 10 seconds. So obviously you want this out of gear, handbrake on. You can go ahead and turn the key off, even take it out. You can run off and lock your car, and this thing will count down. And turn the engine off like so. So straight out of the box, you can see we've got the turbo timer screen, the control box, the key loom, the loom between the control box and the screen, the handbrake and earthing wires, and a dash mounting kit if that's how you chose to mount it. So the first thing we're going to do is wire the key loom into the key chamber. So obviously you're going to want to give yourself a bit of space and give yourself access to that key chamber. So it's probably going to be as simple as wiring 3 wires into this clip here that goes straight into the key chamber. You're going to have one that's always 12 volt positive, one that's 12 volt positive when the key is on accessories, and one that's 12 volt positive when the key is on. Once you've worked out the 3 wires you need to splice into, go ahead and remove your negative cables off the batteries. That way there's no way we can blow any fuses or accidentally burn the car down. For most of my connections today, I'll be using these little boxes here. I believe they're a great way to splice a second wire into any line whilst keeping the connection insulated. Once you've wired them in, go ahead and double check that they are doing what you want them to do and that all your wires are properly connected. Then it's time to mount the screen. I decided to mount mine here in the center console, opposite the EGT gauge, for symmetry's sake. Next, we've got the earth cable and the handbrake switch that plug into the back of the control box here. Now, as you can see, the handbrake switch is incredibly hard to get to. That wire, I have no idea where it disappears to, but it certainly isn't easy to get to. If you can get to this wire, I highly recommend wiring the switch like you're meant to, not only for the safety of your vehicle, but also for anti-theft purposes. Otherwise, you'll have to do a dodgy like me and earth it along with the earthing cable. before closing everything back up, I highly suggest having a bit of a test. Turn the engine on, and if the turbo timer lights up, you're halfway there. Turn the engine off, and if it stays running until the timer runs out, everything is fine, and you can go ahead and clean everything up. Quick side note, if this happens and you turn your key off and your engine actually turns off, go ahead and check that the 12 volt positive on the on position is wired into the right wire. For me, this was the yellow wire, and as it turns out, there were 2 wires that were on when the key was on its on position. I'm assuming that one was for accessories such as the air conditioner and media player, and the second one was to actually keep the engine running. I wired this into the wrong one for a start. Changing this over to the other wire solved all my problems. So there you have it, that's how you install a turbo timer. Pretty simple, I reckon. Please remember to subscribe, like, share this with your friends, leave a comment if you have any questions, or message me through my socials. I hope you enjoyed this video, guys, and it was really beneficial for you. Thanks so much for watching.